Well, here we go. It's all led up to this moment. We've reached the tournament finale of Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds 2023, the welterweights. And it's a rematch. Andrew Tackett out of Fight Factory Jiu-Jitsu and Checkmat, taking on the EBI 19 champion, representing 10th Planet San Mateo. It is Alan Sanchez, the two-man embrace, and we are underway. TJ DeSantis, Brandon McCatherine. Tackett with a takedown early.
Right to the takedown, and Sanchez tried to lock up his arm in guillotine, but Tackett right past the guard, right away, knee to the belly, and now he's on the head. Sanchez pulling back into his half guard. Nice work, getting himself out of that bad spot. Ooh, hard strike right down the pipe.
And the crowd here in Playa del Carmen have been supportive of both of these athletes all the way through this tournament.
Tackett controlling the leg, wants to throw that by and try to get an easy guard pass or a strong strike. Sanchez with a nice right hand off the bottom. Tackett looked up at the crowd and smiled. Oh, another great play. Tackett can just fly around the guard so quickly sometimes.
Try to go knee on belly,
all
now
the way
he goes
into
all
the mount.
way. A lot of time here for Tackett to work.
He's got that, he had that arm exposed. Sanchez able to get it back down. Tackett definitely thinking about this arm triangle here. Two underhooks now for Tackett as he works from the mount. Comes the back exposure. Gotta be careful here. Tackett super dangerous from the back, as we've already seen. All of his finishes to make it to the final via rear naked choke. And once he gets to the back, he's under the neck, under the chin in a flash. Here comes the arm triangle attempt, trying to get that elbow up above the shoulder line. Sanchez worked himself back into this quarter guard position. Tackett putting a lot of pressure on that elbow, distributing his body weight against the lever at the end of the elbow, trying to get it higher than the line of the shoulder so he can expose him for the arm triangle. Sanchez does a good job, works his arm back in. Now back into this quarter guard again, and another easy pass for Tackett. Oh, darts attempt off the bottom for Sanchez. Tackett shrugs it off easily, moves into this side control position. Sanchez working himself back to the guard, and now arm in guillotine attempt perhaps from Tackett. He's got that chin strap, bending the head of Sanchez. Check out that positioning of the right leg of Tackett, putting a lot of pressure on his own leg.
Really
Tackett
putting down the pressure here is Tackett.
Yeah, strong positioning. Again, though, Sanchez able to save it, holding on to this quarter guard. Now all the way into the mount goes Tackett. Again, threatening this arm triangle. Now starting to dig that chin up underneath the arm. Puts the gable grip together. Sanchez is turned to face it. He's got his head facing the right direction. It's going to make it hard to finish that arm triangle. He's probably going to get this elbow free as long as he can continue to look in the direction of the arm triangle. There it goes, frees the elbow. Nice survival work off the bottom by Sanchez. But Tackett just relentless from this mount position.
You know, really for the first time tonight, Sanchez forced to fight someone else's style of fight. He's been the aggressor and been very effective thus far, but so far in this matchup, it's all Tackett.
Tackett postures up, throws a couple of strikes, forces the back exposure. Body triangle is on. Tackett so dangerous here. Cross grip now. Sanchez trying to work himself out of this back position, but Tackett working that cross grip, wants to get the trap going on the arm.
Halfway point here of regulation. Now this arm triangle upcoming here.
This is a better attempt, but again, though, Allen able to turn and face bridge towards the arm triangle. It's going to keep him alive, and there he goes, freeing the elbow again. Good survival of the onslaught of William Tackett. Hands on the hips, and now Sanchez back to the guard and back to the feet. And both athletes call for the crowd, knuckle up in the middle, and here we go again.
The crowd here in Playa del Carmen appreciating what they're seeing, and Tackett going back to that takedown. Stands over Sanchez.
Sanchez keeping his hands up around his head, making sure he keeps his guard up and his face protected.
Ooh, that one got through. Quick left hand by Tackett.
Half guard for Sanchez as Tackett works into the top position, gets the gable grip, and he gets this knee slice going. Sanchez saves it, tries to pull him into the rubber guard. Nothing going. Tackett very aware. Very active, wily open guard from Allen Sanchez. Now a double underpass. A lot of pressure from Tackett. Pushes his way through into side control. Steps all the way over towards the mount. Sanchez tried to save it with a butterfly hook. Nice play by Allen Sanchez to save that mount attempt. Chin strap, though, from Tackett. He bails on it. Coming up, attacking the Darce.
Sanchez able to move, gets free. 3 minutes remain here in regulation. Again, this is our championship bout. Winner going to walk out with CJJ welterweight gold.
Tackett really leading the dance for this entire match so far. Allen tried a little slide by, but nothing happening. Tackett been able to get 2 easy takedowns so far, though. Overhook, and Sanchez wants to get back to his guard. You saw that. He tried that overhook. He threw that foot in the middle. Thought about pulling him down into the guard.
30 seconds, get down.
Clash of heads. Underhook, and now Sanchez pulls guard. Knee slice, working for Tackett. He's all the way through the guard again. Just slicing through the guard of Allen Sanchez multiple times now.
Eight down, 2 to go here. If you're just joining us, this is our tournament finale. Andrew Tackett taking on the EBI champion and Allen Sanchez.
Ooh. Strikes off the bottom by Sanchez. Did a good job recovering back to his guard. Open guard now, and another quick knee slice attempt by Tackett, controlling the ankles. De La Riva for Sanchez.
1.5 to go.
Ooh, around to the K guard, enters the legs.
Ooh, nice right hand, finds a home for Tackett.
Tackett very comfortable in those leg lock exchanges. Ooh, Sanchez lands a nice strike as Tackett slices through the guard again.
We are now inside the final minute of regulation.
Tackett testing the will of Allen Sanchez, dragging him into this long match and forcing him to play defense this whole time. And that could really be a factor if they end up pushing through into this overtime with only 40 seconds left to go.
And we talk about Sanchez already an EBI champion. You know, the ability to endure, sustain, and survive is what champions are made of. You're gonna have to call upon that championship heart to sort of reverse the momentum and make this regulation be different than what he needs overtime to be.
Again, that knee slice. So clean and efficient by Andrew Tackett.
Final 10 seconds of regulation. Able to get a guard back is Sanchez. Goes rubber guard. Couple strikes here to end regulation. 10 minutes in the books. We go to overtime to crown a welterweight king.
So Sanchez able to hold Tackett off from the submission, but he did find himself on the receiving end of an onslaught of offense by Andrew Tackett. Let's see if that plays into how this overtime round goes down. Tackett will start on the back first. Jockeying for position before they start.
Underway here. Tackett on the back of Sanchez to start the top of the
Sanchez
first.
with a quick movement to get his back free. Tackett starts to save it. He does. Oh, man, what a save by Tackett. Sanchez made a great play, quickly creating a disconnection between the chest and back, but he wasn't able to rotate all the way out. Tackett comes in, saves it. Body triangle now for Andrew Tackett. Sanchez trying to slip off the other way. Gotta be careful here if you're Sanchez. Tackett super dangerous, and here goes another movement by Sanchez to try to free himself from the back connection. Good body triangle work by Andrew Tackett.
Sanchez had enough of that mouthpiece. He launches it.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find that one.
I wonder if Sanchez isn't showing some frustration here. Was really controlled in that regulation. Looked like maybe he was going to get free early in the top of this first overtime, but Tackett was able to make the adjustment, and that clock just starting to add up more and more for Andrew Tackett on this ride.
45 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if it's frustration from Sanchez as much as it is the need to breathe.
Right, sure.
That mouthpiece can really hinder your breathing, especially when you're just dying to get any bit of air you can. That body triangle crushing down on your diaphragm.
Not to mention, there's no strikes here in overtime either.
Correct. But there are attempts at crushing your teeth out in
That's true.
overtime. That seems to be when you need the mouthpiece the most.
15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Final moments here in this overtime. It's about to max out.
Check that out. Sanchez started to slip off, and she wanted to pull that elbow back across, but Tackett took his left hand and posted on the back of the elbow to stop Sanchez from being able to free that elbow and spin out. And he gets a max ride time. That's big.
It's very big. So now bottom of the first, Alan Sanchez on the back of Andrew Tackett. We talk about that ride time. It'd all be for naught if Sanchez were able to pull off a submission here in the bottom of the first.
This is good control now for Sanchez. Really finding him. Oh, look at that. Slips the body triangle in. Good control by Sanchez. He's a phenomenal back player in his own right. Tackett trying to slip out and keeping that body triangle, keeping that back connection is Alan Sanchez. Trying to work. Oh, got to be careful there.
Now, if you were Alan Sanchez here, B-Mac, I mean, what do you prioritize here? Going for the stoppage and the finish, or just trying to even the score as much as you can by accruing more ride time?
Well, Sanchez thinking about trying. Oh!
I think we know what his mindset is.
Oh, my. Could this be it, TJ? Oh, Tackett able to survive. Woo!
Did you just hear that? Everyone in this room knew exactly what was happening.
He's out of there.
Wow, high-stakes jiu-jitsu on display. This unfolding in front of a crowd unlike any other I've seen consume a combat jiu-jitsu match, tournament. Very special place to be here in Playa del Carmen, and now we find ourselves in the top of the second. Tackett back on offense.
Tackett again able to say, oh, here goes Sanchez making the rotation. Man, Tackett's back control is just so good. Sanchez is doing what he needs to do to create some separation, but he's just not able to make the rotation. Every time he does, Tackett controlling with those double unders to save the position. Using that underhook to great effect. And Sanchez just can't rotate out of that body triangle. Phenomenal control by Tackett. Sanchez doing everything in his power to try to shake him out of there, but nothing happening so far.
Halfway through the top of the second now, 1 down, 1 to go. Again, we saw Tackett max out that ride time in the top of the first. So absolutely no question who's up when it comes to the ride time, and that's Andrew Tackett.
Nice play by Sanchez there to kick that body triangle free. There's the rotation. Now he's flattened out. Oh, belly down. Starting to rotate, and again, Tackett saves it. I'm so impressed by the back control of Tackett.
20 seconds. 15 seconds.
Double underhooks by Andrew Tackett. Body triangle.
5 seconds.
Maxing out this ride time. 2 rounds in a row.
Second time in a row, as you mentioned, B-Mac, that the ride time maxes out. So you got to believe for Alan Sanchez, he really has 2 opponents here. 1 Tackett, 2 the clock.
But Sanchez got a pretty decent look at a rear naked choke in his portion of the overtime in round 1.
And he does have the benefit of being in the bottom half of overtime, meaning if he secures a submission, that's a wrap. It's done.
Tackett committing his hand to push down on the leg. Gotta be careful with that. We saw in that Ian Butler match that really backfired on him. And Sanchez again working this arm in choke from the back. That's quite a bit of pressure. I mean, that's a real submission. It's not real common.
Right.
But it is real. But Tackett, very aware of what's going on, and here it is. Oh, man, he's going to try to lock that in. Oh, man, I thought that one was getting pretty tight for a second.
You kind of saw the expression on the face of Tackett change a bit there. But as soon as it started to look that way, it was already gone.
Strong body triangle by Sanchez. Back control looking pretty good. And look at Tackett has the fingers interlaced.
I mean, it would be an incredibly long road to get there, but if Sanchez is able to max this ride time out
45 seconds.
and then max the third ride time out, theoretically, if he escapes early, he could still win on time, but again, that's a very long road to get to.
And he's shown, honestly, no signs of being able to escape the back control of Tackett. And here goes Tackett starting to spin out. Saving it, and there's the elbow.
Wow, Tackett able to get free. And again, I don't have the math in front of me, but you got to believe that ride time, not something that Sanchez could win at this point. We are headed to the top of the third. Tackett back on offense, and again, riding the back of Alan Sanchez.
Well, if Sanchez can make a quick escape here, there's still opportunity for a win via ride time, but he's going to have to get busy real quick. Because Sanchez did develop a minute in the first overtime. He had a minute and a half in the second, but he's versus 2 minutes twice for Tackett. So he's behind by about 90 seconds, I would say.
Making the adjustment here is Tackett staying on the ride.
Tackett's back control is just next level.
Back to that body triangle.
Sanchez kicking that body triangle free. And again, saving it is Tackett. Every time it looks like Sanchez is starting to clear some space, Tackett finds a way to save it, either with the double underhooks or with a little claw grip on the neck to pull him back in. And this is quickly becoming a thing where Sanchez is going to have to finish in his portion of the third overtime.
And while Tackett puts away essentially the clock in the hope of that ride time being a thing for Sanchez, you got to also believe that this is wearing on the EBI champion as well. He's going to go on offense, but I mean, this has got to be tiring surviving in there with Tackett.
Well, he had to survive 10 minutes before we even got to the
That's
overtime.
true.
It was an onslaught by Tackett in regulation. He's going to max this ride time out 3 times in a row. And Sanchez is good in overtime. So
right.
This is even more impressive considering that fact.
Ride time maxed once again. Andrew Tackett, all he will have to do is get free or just wait. As long as he doesn't get submitted, Tackett will still win that one.
Sanchez will have the full 2 minutes in front of him if he can keep the position to attempt to finish this thing, but he has to finish.
Right. He elects to take the back. Are you surprised there?
No, he's done well from the back.
And here we go, bottom of the third underway.
He's gotten a couple of decent looks on Tackett. Oh, Tackett's starting to spin. Here he goes.
Arms still
He's
locked
out of
in.
there!
That's it. It is done. Andrew Tackett dominates in overtime. He wins 4 matches, and he is now the Combat Jiu-Jitsu World Welterweight Champion.
What a performance. Andrew Tackett, the young man, 19 years old, coming all the way down to Playa del Carmen to set this crowd on fire.
And honestly, B-Mac, he's going to get his hand raised. He's going to be the last man to get his hand raised on what might be the greatest combat jiu-jitsu card we've ever seen.
I don't think there's any question about it, TJ. Absolutely the best combat jiu-jitsu event of all time. And Andrew Tackett is going to walk out of here as the champion.
Let's go ahead and make this one official. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to overtime and quickest escape time to crown our winner. He is now the new Combat Jiu-Jitsu World Welterweight Champion, Andrew Tackett. Tackett with the belts. A big night for him here.